We're going to Nagano, but it's 6:30 in the morning, so I'm not that excited yet. Check back in with me later. In this video, we're heading off to spend a couple of days snowboarding at X-Jam Takai Fuji in Nagano Prefecture. Roughly 240 kilometers northwest of Tokyo, the Takai Fuji ski resort is in the town of Yamanochi and is one of 5 large ski hills based around the slopes of Mount Kosha. Having never snowboarded a day in my life, I was a little apprehensive, but for the sake of entertainment, I was willing to get stuck in and sacrifice myself to the unforgiving nature of gravity. We travelled there by coach and were due to arrive around midday, which meant making it down to the coach station in Shinjuku for a very disagreeable 6:30 in the morning. So it's nearly 10 o'clock and I'm a little bit more awake now. I guess we're probably about halfway there. I think we're supposed to get there about 12:30, and the snow is getting pretty epic, I will say. No idea where we are right now. We've been through about 400 tunnels, so we're getting quite through a lot of mountains, things like that. But like I say, we've got about 3 more hours to go. But I've got the Switch fully charged, so it should be a good journey. In a matter of hours, we'd gone from the relatively calm and bright weather of Tokyo to sub-zero temperatures and blankets of snow as far as the eye could see. The transformation was quite remarkable. Around an hour from our destination, our coach was required to make a stop and fit chains to the tyres. The roads from here were about to get a lot steeper and a lot icier. As we approached the ski resort, every house we passed seemed to be covered in more and more snow. Nagano as a whole is covered in snow for roughly 4 months every year, so it was no surprise to see the locals going about their daily business as usual. Although an uncommon experience for a city dweller such as myself, this kind of weather is the norm in most parts of Japan, anywhere north of Tokyo. Well, we made it. That was a long coach ride, but we're now somewhere in the mountains of Nagano. I can't even begin to try and pretend like I remember where we came. We were the last of 4 stops on the trip, and now we just need to find our hotel, which we think is this green building right in front of us. Tonight we'll be staying at Hotham in Kitashiga. Once inside, we quickly grabbed our snowboarding gear from the rental shop, then took a moment to check out our accommodation for the evening. The room was fairly basic, featuring traditional tatami mats, single glazing windows in sub-zero temperatures, and a wardrobe filled with roughly 4,000 million blankets. Additional unadvertised features were stains on the wall and power sockets on the ceiling. To the untrained eye, I look like a professional, but I've never done this before, so it's going to go horrendously wrong. Blame her. Arriving at midday only gave us around 4 hours of good light, so after suiting up we were quick to make our way over to the bottom of the slope and get to work on the basics. As well as obviously featuring ski slopes, the X-Jam Park is also populated with all the amenities you might need to make your stay extra pleasurable. There's a couple of restaurants selling warm wintry dishes, a small konbini, and an information/rest centre should you find yourself in any need of help or just a quick break. So for my first time ever on the slope, I'm not doing too bad. It's going much better than I expected it to be.
The last time I tried getting on a board of any description was skateboarding, and that was just impossible. As a person with absolutely no balance, this is actually going pretty well. But I've got to say that the best thing about this place so far is the absolutely banging 80s soundtrack. It's so good. I kind of don't want to stray too far away from the speakers because it's getting me really pumped, you know. So I'm going to do a few more practice runs, and then we're going to hit the ski slope. So if you don't ever see the second half of this video, then you know I didn't make it, and thanks for watching.
After a good hour spent repeatedly falling over, it was time to make our way to the ski lift and try falling over from a greater height at higher speeds. At least the lift made for a great vantage point for a slow-mo montage and gratuitous use of 80s synth pop. Nearly being taken out just attempting to sit on the chair of the lift didn't leave me with much confidence for my first run down the mountain though, but by dishonestly editing in footage from day 2, I'm able to make myself appear much more able than was true at the time.
I just completed my very first ski slope, and it was terrible, wasn't it? I had a very good instructor here as well, so Manami Sensei. We're going up for the second run before sunset, which is in about 10 minutes I think, but we started to put all the lights on the slope, and the lift closes in about 15 minutes, so yeah, we've got time for one more run down. Hopefully I'll do a little bit better this time, so we'll see what happens. So that's the end of day 1. Oh, my ass hurts. My ass hurts so much. I took a bloody good pounding up on those slopes. But we're getting alright. Only fell over 40 times the second time down. So, you know, you live and you learn. So I guess it's time to go get some dinner.
On offer for the evening meal was a confusing mix of classic Japanese nabe, some hearty Italian chicken, and the world's most nutritiously redundant dessert, jelly. Before bed, it was our top priority to get a session in at the onsen, making a futile attempt at repairing the damage done to my awfully unprepared body by the day's activities. Right, so I've just come out of the onsen. I've soaked every muscle good and proper. It definitely needed it after that run. My legs, I haven't had that much exercise in years. So same again tomorrow, but we've got a full day. So up at I guess 8 for breakfast, and we're just gonna hit the slopes until it gets dark. Got just a whole ton of bedding down there. We made like a 3-layer futon, just everything in the cupboards, just really went to town on it all. You know, and I was all pretty content with myself until I thought, oh, you know, just quickly pop to the toilet before I go to bed. And you know, I come into this. The fucking door's locked. I wasn't locked earlier. I went in there, but, you know. There's no key, but the keyhole does have teeth marks in it, so I guess this is a problem that probably happens quite a lot. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to go down to reception now and explain the situation in very broken Japanese. But that's it. So I'll see you tomorrow for day 2 on the slopes. Yo, welcome to me failing at snowboarding. I was definitely doing really good before she started filming, so look at the state of me now. Oh. Despite spending most of day 1 on a horizontal orientation, I built up enough courage to take a shot at the taller, more advanced route at the top of the mountain. That is really high. I've sufficiently leveled up to top tier now. We're going to up the secret lift to the top of the mountain for the extra hard ramp, which I'm definitely not ready for. But look how steep that is. It's ridiculous.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
The closer we came to the top, the more I began to regret my decision. But there was no going back now, as the ski lift was a one-way ride and there was only one feasible option for returning to the relative safety of being back at the base of the mountain. Well, I couldn't skate or I couldn't snowboard yesterday, so I'm doing alright, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
With everything.
Yeah, I've got far more bruises than I dare to count right now. My ass is just hurt so bad. But it's going well. It's going well. Thankfully, I wasn't the only person on the mountain taking the odd tumble. Despite me being bloody awful, there were plenty of others who displayed the same aptitude for life on the snow. Even my sensei wasn't impervious to a failure or two.
Right, so it's the last run. We're going up to the top of the mountain now, and it's the end of day 2 pretty much. Considering I couldn't snowboard yesterday, I'm doing pretty well. And it's all down to Manomi Sensei again. Big thank you. She's taught me everything I know, and I'm now a very intermediate, below intermediate, still beginner level of snowboarder, but it's very fun, so we're definitely going to come back again at some point and hit the slopes. So until next time.
If there's 2 things I learned from this trip, it's that 1, snowboarding requires a level of balance that I don't think I will ever possess, and 2, recording yourself talking next to a megaphone that's blaring out 80s classics is never going to result in a cohesive video experience. If you're interested in visiting the same ski resort on your visit to Nagano, then I've left some links to check out down in the description. We booked this trip through Orion Tours, but be noted that if you don't know any Japanese, navigation through their website might be a bit troublesome. There are plenty of other package tour companies around though that provide services in English or other languages. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with the latest videos from Kantan Japan, and hit that bell icon to receive notifications the moment we upload them. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button, leave a comment, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.